let's just say I'm gonna have these miners tune it up for me.
Supreme. But it's derpy, he ain't my buddy no more. I believe the last video I made on this would have been the very last one. Part 4 to my series on FT Derpy being a pedophile. Or maybe even part 5. At this point, I've truly lost count. I tried to, just put an end to this series. Because there's a call to action. A call to stop the pedophilia on Roblox. And I thought I had truly put an end to him for a while there. It looked as if on the surface that FT Derpy was just simply grinding content and he had quit his pedophile ways. Unfortunately, some information has unmasked from the deep depths of FT Derpy's Discord server and even some public tweets on Twitter that I've been DM'd, thankfully, by you guys. I do appreciate you guys sending me this stuff. It really does help that we can one day truly put an end to this pedophile. It gets my stomach twirling every day. Oh, just to think that this guy is out and about again, lurking on kids. I know many of my audience members are kids themselves, and I just want to warn you guys about this guy, because it truly is sickening that this guy is just out here lurking around, haunting kids, ruining some of their lives. Let's just go ahead and get into it. This first little screenshot I have here says, from a member of FT Derpy's Discord server. This is shortly after a conversation that occurred. If you guys aren't familiar, FT Derpy likes to roleplay with one of these minors he grooms as his sister. I don't know what kind of stepsis fantasy this is of FT Derpy's, but this dude asked, why would Derpy date his own sister? The sister in which we're referring to is not his biological sister, but is a 15-year-old minor that is a moderator for FT Derpy that he groups. And right into this is awful. This guy says Derpy was playing a condo game with his fans, and if you guys are familiar with the age group of Roblox, it's usually a young audience, typically minors. Let's move on to this next screenshot here. As you can see, this conversation starts off saying Derpy's 19. Then Alexis continues to say here, if you guys aren't familiar with Alexis, she's FT Derpy's Discord kitten. Then she says, I'm 15. That means that FT Derpy, 19-year-old. He's been trying to groom a 15-year-old. Then the next screenshot here, which is crazy how vindictive this is. The 15-year-old in which FT Derpy is grooming is trying to hide it as well. She bans Cammy, which is a follower of mine. A big fan of mine that knows the lore of FT Derpy, how he tries to groom people. And she went in there trying to expose FT Derpy for his antics, the minors he's groomed. And as you can see, Alexis gives her the ban message, ha ha ha, because she thought it was funny. It was not funny. And now we'll move on to the next screenshot here, where you can see Alexis mentions FT Derpy's adult moderator, Mad Dude. As you guys know, he also is running a pedophile ring with FT Derpy. And she says, oh my fucking god, I'm in love with Mad Dude. Oh, clearly just means that Mad Dude is playing the pipe on her. Oh my god. Okay. And, this right here is just referencing me and my group of individuals, my followers, my people, my team. He says, I fucking hate obsessed people. Literally go get a life and get offline and do something with your life. Fucking lowlifes. Now, this is referring to the force of my people trying to stop FT Derpy and his antics, and Alexis and her antics of trying to stop us. And we were combating them, and they were getting upset about it. But, we don't stop. We don't stop, baby. Now, this next screenshot here, as you can see, says, "Get a fucking life instead of causing drama with therapy. It's fucking annoying towards everyone." I don't know why she's using such vulgar language, probably because she's upset that we interrupted her e-sex of sorts. A little gross, a little weird, but as you can see, you know, she's trying to stop the quote-unquote drama, which is where FTWP has groomed multiple minors. I wouldn't consider it drama. I would consider it disgusting, to be quite honest. Now, this next screenshot says, "Say something like that again, and maybe you'll be the one banned." Now, this was shortly after I came in on it all, and I said FTWP grooms minors. Now, why would they want to ban me for saying something like that? I think it's pretty obvious, you know. They just want to, you know, they don't want the news getting out. They don't want people to know that FTWP grooms minors, because, you know, it's clearly not something that you would want to be public if it was happening. But I'm making it public, FTWP. Try and stop me. Try and fucking stop me. I wish you would, man. This is sick. This is sick, dude. Now, this next thing here, this is just awful. This is just proof of the grooming that happened. As you can see, FTWP gave 10,000 Robux to Alexis. What do you guys think this was for? Probably solicited prostitution. I think it's pretty obvious he was paying for some extra e-sex that she wasn't willing to give without payment. So that's what that was. That is just disgusting. Gross. My stomach is just twirling. Now, this next thing here, this is a little crazy. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this. This is about my good pal Vintage. If you guys don't know Vintage, he is an avid supporter and follower of, you know, the no pedophile movement. And because he's a follower of not liking pedophiles, which I think is a completely okay thing, because pedophilia is gross, FTWP says this about him.
I'm not gonna say who I'm friends with, but I'm also friends with someone who's like really high up in the positions at Roblox too. So I can just hit him up and like get people banned.
Now, he was saying that about Vintage, saying he was going to get him banned. Now, why would he want Vintage banned? I think it's pretty obvious. You know, if you guys don't know Vintage, he has a very large platform, 115,000 subscribers plus. You know, he wants to exterminate Vintage's platform so that he can't leak information that I'm putting out right now. See, if this got out to a larger platform, FTWP would sure be in some trouble. Now, this next screenshot, as you can see here, is Vintage used to be cool, and then he became friends with dumb people. He was brainwashed. Now, dumb people, as in dumb people, she's referring to me. Now, do you think I'm capable of brainwashing someone? Absolutely not. You know, I wouldn't consider myself that skillful when it comes to brainwashing. But I am a pretty skillful person, and a pretty persuasive person. But, you know, I wouldn't persuade someone to believe something that I didn't find was morally right and, you know, politically correct. And pedophilia is politically incorrect and morally wrong. So, FTWP, do better. It's seriously messed up, man. Seriously, stop trying to hide it. I'm sick and tired of it. I really am. Just put an end to it, man. Just put an end. All you have to do is stop. You just have to stop it, man. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop, man. Just stop.